It has to start 9:52. Nick. Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 10507 Aurora Avenue. And I like to talk about member activity here, which goes on also in the allegedly empty, a few bums actually. And they're located in the smoking area. And, well, above this area. And their apartments are, sorry, we're looking to keep it in a suitcase. There's, yeah, keep it in the apartment because I was here about 3 days and the gang members had tried to enter that have your keys. They're all psychopaths. I like to talk about there's a black Nazi plot, and I need to reveal it. It's also a gang member plot. You know what you've heard about technologies and how the criminals have technology? Well, I'm not going to talk about paranormal in this segment, at least right now. Sometimes in this building, they want to be the driving force behind everybody. Now, there's a paranormal aspect to it, too, where they would have, I promise, the people that were or other would be out of their bodies as slaves or as food for the black Nazis. Actually, when I say black Nazis, note that often join in with black Nazis. It's all about money. This is kind of what when I buy groceries, there's usually gang members who, I don't drink or smoke, but, I am sleepy kind. But, praying and etc. And remember, okay, people are in prop, including, so it's not just black, and it's more or. And 13 years ago, when everybody fell with it, I did promise not to. It's necessary. Change my mind. It's necessary. 105-329. Talking paranormal here, and he is a psychopath. All Americans are pretty much psychopaths. There are no Americans left, as far as I know, and they're all psychopaths. They're all satanic worshippers. Cast that day. There were a couple in with the black Nazis and a couple psychotic security guards from the Pike Place Market, PDA, Pike Place Market Conservation and Development Authority. They tell me why they chakras here at Soul. I'm the only one with aura zombies. They were actually dead in 13 minutes. Or rotted. Power of their pennies. Well, they're trying to open up for, like a channel that would open her, promoting. They took more back. They've been taking chakra all morning, especially and also what they also do, they'll try to make spirits, etheric body. I'm the only one with aura. They are the sense retarded, and their babies are black non cars doing fellatio, and here they are using on people, and they just ripped chest. And anyway, I want to tell you, if you're not interested in the paranormal, Nazi, black Nazi, at 133 involved in a, and so it's England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Europe. That seems to be a specific target, and they would target or not. If there was something to gain by, just even very, they would do a gain. So just because safe, ha 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 ha. No, not necessarily. Into an evil moron, the Satanist. It's sort of like a zombie station. And even like they might threaten me and say, haha, we've got some guy in England viewing you on illegal. They don't mean my broadcast. They mean our departments of Nazis that would be doing that. And they maintain the fire department's equipment, lower end government playing government, like, oh, it's maybe a security guard that's a friend of a policeman, and they're a dirty guy, and they're the government. And so the government, the real, actually, am I against the real government? No. Are not. They even have old police threatening Europe and you're white. The fake terrorist is the human zombie of the U.S. And once again, am I against the U.S.? Meant in collapse to gang members either that are zombie Satanists. Gang member was threatened. I knew year and the other separatist groups, including here at 10507 or 103. So usually I'm harassed or on and my life years ago. But by the way, my comp put it in my for years the gangs have been putting toxins in my water, even menstrual blood, possibly dead animals. Try to even get like in at the White House. They threatened all day energy to call all years. Well, handful, and they're in black Nazis because it's profitable and they'll shut you up if you that happened when I tried to report that a kidnapping. So after I refused to drug people and take their suitcases. The black Nazis, and it involves an Armageddon-like theme, and one of the black Nazis today, the moron that I'm hearing, and I'm still hearing him in his room. See, that's because his windows are open. So he just sitting there threatening me. A lot of the morons, so it's like I face out on the area, which sort of, apartments on the left, speaker box, you can hear them threatening you. And they know it. They'll say you're going to wear a chip to touch on some more heights. So yes, there were some weirdos. Also, storage unit. I talked about that possibly were gang stalking. I'm sure they were. There was a black guy, I think, at Roosevelt mini store or out of his storage. Of later, it didn't work. Something like not a good, did have on CameraFi filming my storage. That was showing will actually do full on identity theft, unrecognizable before, during, and after death. My hands are also very full from all the toxins that have been put in the water over the years among black Nazis as well, where people sprinkle every surface that you're going to be touching, and you just give up on certain drawers, and you don't put things on the shelves unless you wash them. Even your dirty clothes that you isolate them, you immediately stick them into a bag. Perhaps you wash the floor. So, well, what the gang members will do, repulse. Big set of hips. He had dirty, rumpled, brown, like 10 quarters, like or medium, and he had on a maroon taste of Italy shirt. And he looked, and he was conducting gang activity. And then it turns out that activity. A short little guy, also with beard, and I saw him. I forgot to report him. But I did report the other one because he was too involved in gang activity and too stubbornly to work with Meyer, I think. And needs another job where he can sit there and gang activity all day. 40 years old. Now, all of them are retarded, so they are in low-income housing. It's not that they're cleverly hiding, they're just retarded. And the social service, if you're in, the most bribes would be people that are doing gang crime. They just took back tissue chest. They're ripping chest and back. And so, who taught them this? He taught the morons. He wanted morons. By the way, so anyway, back to these people that I'm talking about at Nazis me around, and woman on the will be taken. It was a creepy black man, not very big, hard people. There was even a freak. He's friends with this building. He had a creepy, ugly face, and he had on a cap and a plaid cotton. Might have been black kids. One of the children, actually, he looked 13. He didn't look normal. He looked like he had some syndrome. So did the white guy, actually, and then the prostitute in this building. But back to what the gang Armageddon, and they're in control so far, get money, Christ. So expect an Antichrist play, like an artificially created Armageddon from the U.S. and will present themselves altered, or they'll flag someone as a possible devil, which they did to me 13 years ago, believe it or not. But and then the retarded black whores is actually your assignment, whether it's white. So the conspiracy theory, the Queen of England present her black knot that they think is the real black knot. So, a lot of conspiracy. It's tape recording, or it's not actually taping, or and Bloods and Zetas, being black Zeta, being Zetas and they're people just like the rest of the Bloods and Zetas. There's nobody in rotten. The black knobs in the other, and being this, you them, and that's what they. And again, I am at 100 Washington. 133. Black, and you see, the thing is, I don't respect gang members. Why? Well, that thing on the couch, he's by the way. Cass also is retarded, looking features onto the next generation. Oopsie, Mr. Smart syphilis baby. Obviously the DNA was altered by drugs in and the gang members hide around, stretches around. Oops, that's my emotion. Guess what that was? World, and they like to use them as weapons against the world, and it's like they're invisible. Or maybe